We now get ready. Referee Mr. Kurt Weaver checks the clock. It'll be Argentina kicking off from right to left. And that'll be number 10, Domingo Miotti. Had a good game against Canada. A couple of very useful goal kickers. He's a young player, only 20. He's one of this large group of players that's come up through this under-20s group that have done very well in the last couple of years, James.
Very much so. We were looking through the roster. There's only 3 or 4 players with capped experience before this game.
Now, young group, but they're very hungry, and we're now underway. Deep kickoff. Sends it right down into the corner. Charge down there, and it's going to go into touch. See where that goes. Touch judge was there. It went touch in goal. That means we're going to come out for the 22-meter dropout to Uruguay. So good pressure on the kick chase. As we know, James, kick is only as good as the chase.
Absolutely. Great job there. And have to clear out here. Let's look at this Argentinian side. They've got some real attacking threat, and they'll want to use them today.
Now, they do have some good players, good experience in there in some of the key positions. Ball's taken down there. That's number 4, Pedro Ortega. You see the first penalty of the game, not rolling away on Uruguay. So we're going to have our first penalty going the way of Argentina. Will they give the young man, Domingo Miotti, the shot at goal? You see the ball go down there. Well controlled there by Pedro Ortega. 2 caps, University of Tucumán, and they're going for goal straight away. Kick for touch. That's a good one. Right down to the 5-meter line of the Uruguay red zone. And James, I think we're watching South American rugby, right? What do we reckon? A rolling ball? Just to get this game started?
It wouldn't be South American rugby without one.
Marcelo Brandy with the throw, the hooker. Gets up, well done at the front of the line out there. That was the experienced Diego Magno. Got that ball back. Early turnover against the line-out throw to Uruguay. They hit it up there through their captain, number 8, Alejandro Nieto. Little box kick there through from the scrum half, Arata. Doesn't find touch. They'll be able to attack from here. Good run there, number 11. That's Julian Dominguez. Very big on him. They think he's going to make it all the way to the Pumas in the not-too-distant future. Looking for quick ball, and they get it. Now it swings out. Finds a little seam there. Now it comes out. This is the inside center, Capiello. It's again good distribution. That's Bautista Del Gui, the fullback up. And now we got the gap here. That's come through. That was the scrum half, Cancellera. They want to keep quick ball coming, and they just go direct. That's the prop. Farinado driving towards the try line. Defense is staunch. We got the turnover ball. They never got it to ground for the ruck ball. Held up, and now Uruguay will have the scrum feed 5 meters out, and they had to work hard for the defense there, James.
Absolutely. We watched some of this replay, and here's Delgui again. He is a threat, the young man. Little show and go through the hole. Excellent stuff. That's Cancellari. And towards the end of the play, unlucky to be held up, but signaling their intentions very early, looking to get the ball into hand.
I'll tell you what, Cancellari, he's a big lad for a halfback. You can tell he's pretty good size. Take a look at the packs, the Argentinian pack, quite the heavier of the 2 groups. Nearly a 30-kilo advantage. That will pay dividends later on in this match. We see our first penalty to Uruguay, illegal scrummaging on the angle. Straight in front of the referee, there was the tight head prop there. Santiago Madrano, just a 20-year-old. You take a look at all these youngsters, 20, 22, 20, 21. Great reward for these youngsters after what was a very successful World Under-20s Championship in 2016, James.
Absolutely, and we'll watch again here. He could have pinged either one on both sides. Coming straight in there. Got to drive first before you decide to ball in.
Just about every player in the front row was on the angle there. So Argentina also the taller of the 2 groups. They got the first turnover though. that's loose at the back. That's gone to the hooker. Brandy standing at the back. Now it comes out. Short hit up. Now we go a little wider. He's going to want to hang and get some support there. And they do. Good strong run there, but they find touch. The cover defense was good on the wing of Tukule. So we're going to have a line out here to Uruguay. But still, James, we're seeing a pretty bright attacking style of play here. It's not the constant hit-ups off the edges that you would expect from an Argentinian side. They're going one hit-up, and then they're getting it into the 12-13 channels.
Absolutely. It all starts quick ball placement, and they're playing the ball very flat at the line, making it extremely hard for the defense to get any momentum.
Now, Uruguay hasn't seen any part of the field except the red zone. That's well caught there, number 4. Doughty, Ignacio comes back. Arata sends it wide. Forwards take it up. Gonna have to get that back, and he does. Arata. Now it comes back to the fly half. Albinelli with the kick. Won't find touch though. Shows the ball, but the defense was good. Good kick chase there from Rodrigo Silva, the fullback, up quickly. Now it comes out. That's going to be a little high. Play on. I'm going to let that one go. In the midfield now. Again, quick ball, only committing 2 or 3 players to the ruck. Very efficient. Coming back. Are we coming back for the high tackle? Yes, we are. Playing advantage off of that high tackle. Referee Kurt Weaver, and that's going to be penalty there. Automatic now, James, with the reinterpretation of the tackle rule. Anything that drifts up onto the neck, onto the head, is an automatic penalty and can be much more severe.
Absolutely. Safety is paramount for players. But I tell you what, this Dominguez, Julian Dominguez, we talked about him being a big winger. He's 6'2", and his early touches, he's a hard man to put down.
The ball goes back into the center line out. Not straight, though. Throw from Brandy on the outside hand. Number 4, Pedro Ortega didn't like the call, but he thought he caught it straight up, but referees called it not straight, so we're going to have another scrum down here. About 10 meters out from the Uruguay line. Argentina so far, 7.5 minutes gone. They haven't been able to cash in this field position, though. And that's going to be a concern for Coach Philippe Compompomi. The whole front rows have gone up on that one, but we're going to play on. Ball is available. Now we're going to get a penalty once again. High tackle. That was on number 6. Mariano Romanini.
Again, you'll see here, started low but slipped up, and we talked about how strict they are around this rule, so got to be very careful. We saw a lot of penalties last week for similar offences.
And the referees have been instructed, don't be afraid to show a card if they get up that way. If it becomes a habit, they're going to have to, the referee's going to be more than willing to give a player a rest if he keeps, if either of the two sides keep getting those tackles up around the, off of the shoulders and up onto the neck and head region. Martin Espiga, hear a whistle blow there. Looked like the winger there may have been creeping up within the 10-meter line. Just wanted to get that back. Espiga with the throw. Good steal there at the top. That was down by Larragay. Now Argentina with possession. And they keep this pace up. Using the short side. Take it down the blind. And again. There's Delgui, the fullback, up in the line. It's a little helter-skelter right now. They're not really getting too far over the gain line. That was a great turnover. No problems there. Ball was out. Player came through and tackled him, and now they turned it over. Little box kick through. Be a tough one to take. Does well, takes the mark. Pretty enterprising play there from Uruguay. They were able to get the turnover ball, but the kick little too deep. And now the fullback, Batista Delgay, will be able to clear from the 22.
That's that defensive line we saw last week against the United States. This Uruguay team get off the line very quick, putting a lot of pressure. They play with a little bit more patience. There's space on the outside, as the United States exploited last week. But again, pressure is what they need.
Take a look here at the substitute bench for Argentina. Some experience out there. Lautaro Bazan Velez is a youngster, another scrum half here. Very exciting young player. They mix the experience with the newcomers.
Use it now.
Line out take there.
That's fine.
That was the very experienced Diego Magno with the ball. They've got the rolling ball going forward. Good structure there. Here, referee Weaver, number 7. He came on, shifted to the side. Now they go wide. Albinello. Inside crash ball, the number 12. Juan de Freitas, but the ball's been turned over. Now they're going to look. Big dummy, big. And now they got a clear line down the tram tracks. Good tackle, though.
Kicked. Play on. It's kicked
there.
all times.
Delgay is in the touch.
Carry out. No.
No, it's helter-skelter rugby there, James. I'm not quite sure if anybody really wanted to get that ball up and solidify things. Quick look at the Uruguay substitutes. Inchiati, he's coming in for his first run of this tournament. He'll be making his debut a little later in the game. Big opportunity for him. But yeah, right at the moment, both sides haven't really settled into a flow or a pattern of play yet.
Just that last pass hasn't gone to hand. Perhaps trying to force it a little bit too much, and that's the youth in this Argentinian side.
Well, two teams are swapping steals in the lineouts right now. Nobody can really get it going. Good little pop pass there. Tried to find the seam. Tough call to handle there for the fly-off. And that ball's gone forward, so we're going to bring it back for a scrum. Unforced error, that one. White. Difficult pass from the halfback Cancelliara. Miotti.
Yeah.
We're going to have a scrum set.
Both times you've had an angle in. I need you to fix that with the elbow. Help me. I need your bind, not on his arm, on his back. See?
It's a sign of a good referee there. Kurt's never afraid to coach to keep the game going. He doesn't like blowing his whistle.
Now, over the years, we've seen a lot of Kurt Weaver up at Glendale, refereeing all kinds of games up there, and he's always been very communicative. He'd rather talk to the players than blow his whistle, which is always a very positive sign. Now we go. Good little dart here. There's the halfback. He's through the gap. Can he go all the way for the first try of the game? Yes, he can. Found the hole. Santiago Arata scores the first try of this match. Good work in the scrum. Found the hole. Was able to beat the defense for the first try of the match. Uruguay 5, Argentina 0.
It's his issue first. He must
excellent try, and what a great platform to begin with. It all started with a dominant scrum. You'll see 8 to 9 here. Everybody just kind of drifted off. No communication. That came from being on the front foot in the scrum. That put the Argentinian flanker out of position to make that tackle, but great individual effort. And considering they've been camped deep in their own territory, to come down and come away with the first points, be very happy if you're Uruguay.
Now, Coach Esteban Menez.
Santi, I know I'm in the way there for the
Uruguay
scrum.
would be ecstatic at that result. If we take a look here at the conversion, it is good. Number 10, Jermaine Albinel. Now 7-0. Uruguay with the surprise lead. We saw a great little show of the ball, held the defense up, took the gap, quick enough to get through. And the young 20-year-old Santiago Arata with the first try of the game. Only 20, and he's already got 10 caps for his country. As we mentioned a little bit before, James, when you're camped down in the opposition's quarter like that, you've got to come away with points.
Absolutely. Nice high kick.
Knock back there, so it's play on. Good ball off the ground, no problems there. Holding on
Side
there.
entry.
Number 8, Thomas
Entry,
De La
7.
Vega had all the rights to the ball there. So that'll be a penalty to Argentina. I think they'll probably go for touch here, but they may want to put points on the board pretty quickly here just to narrow this gap.
See.
Again, signaling their intentions here. They want to play.
Another fantastic kick. He's got the radar on for that 5-meter line. Take a look there at the kickoff. Knocked back there. Well controlled there. Nice pop ball there to the hooker, Espiga. There was number 8, the big man, Thomas De La Vega. Came through, had rights to the ball. Penalty, Argentina, and they've got the throw into the line out. Marcelo Brandy wants to hit his target. Crowded space there. Falls right into the arms of Martin Espiga at the front. But it looks like Argentina has regathered possession there. Now they go with the maul. Ball's on the deck. Now they're going to have to play it off the ground. Not rolling out. And they take the quick tap. He's going for the try line. And yes, the halfback, Sebastian Cancellara. Quick tap. Found a little seam. Was able to dance through. And Argentina have hit back straight away with the try. 7 points to 5. They're still down to Uruguay, but they've got the kick to come.
Great individual effort there. See from here, he's not wasting any time. Tapping, little show and go. And he's a wiry wee guy, able to dot the ball down over the line. But again, they're having real trouble at the set piece. I don't think they've won a line out as of yet in this game.
Now, it's an area you would think that they would be very, very sorted, very controlled at, particularly with a guy as the assistant coach, Ignacio Fernandez Loba, the older brother, who had a fantastic career in Europe, 65 caps. He played at Toulon. You know, the line-out should be working much better.
Absolutely.
And that kind of control is what they're looking for. We take a look here. Diego Motti slots the conversion. We're all knotted up. 7 apiece. 17 minutes gone. Pretty entertaining first half so far.
Absolutely. And just watch this try again. Not waiting, shows the ball. Excellent work. Able to get over. Comes from speed to the play. They're wanting to play fast here this afternoon.
It's one of those things, too, as a halfback. You always want to try and isolate a prop or somebody that's a big bloke that you can just put that little move on, a little step. Then you've got the seam. Kick off
Backward.
there. Not handled there. Once
Forward.
again.
Advantage to
Number 4.
White. Scrum advantage
Ortega.
to White.
We do have a knock on though. We got the advantage being played. We'll see where it goes. Still playing advantage. Now it goes
Advantage
out.
is over.
Little chip kick through. Not a bad ball there. To Freitas. But now the ball goes into touch. Couldn't find his fullback, Silva. Now we're going to have the line out.
Forward first.
Pass went forward. So we'll have a choice here.
Captain. Option, scrum, or line out? Line.
The captain's made his decision. Lautaro Bavaro wants the line out. Kind of unusual considering they haven't won many. Oh, there we go. Now he got it up. The box kick from Cancellara. Nice kick. That's a tough one. The bounce is not being kind. Silva does well. And he's still going. Very close to that sideline though. Now he's gone into touch in the tackle. We're going to have a line out. But that was a great chip kick through. Put a lot of pressure on him. Rodrigo Silva did well, but it's going to be turnover ball, and Argentina will have the throw into the line out. And James, kick is only as good as you chase.
Absolutely. Silva did well at the back, but still a net gain and field position for this Argentinian side.
Oh, the old sneaky throw to number 1. Right at the front there, Ferronato. Now it comes out. That's his prop partner, Medrano, just hits it up. little sloppy there. The ball never got to the next player. So now it goes only. Number 6, Rodolfo Garese. His first tournament, full Uruguayan colors. Ran into Kurt Weaver there, but he's going to let that play on. Good ball off the edge there. Doughty. We're going to have a penalty there. Mark wasn't set yet, so he's going to bring him back. Can't go that quick.
Great work there from De La Vega. Excellent work, able to get over the top of the ball. So Uruguayan side is noticing that the Argentinian defense is fanning out. They're choosing to head up the middle, but excellent individual effort there.
Thank you.
That's an interesting tactic right now that's going on as we take a look here at Domingo Monti. He's going to have a shot at penalty to see if he can break the deadlock and put Argentina in front. But they are spreading out. They're not going into the counter-rucking mode or anything like that. They're just committing only a couple of players to the ruck, fanning out and making their defensive structures very, very strong around the edges.
It's one of those catch-22s there. Fanning out to protect the outside, but you've got to make sure you set your pillar on both sides of the ruck. Coach will be passing that word in to the players.
That one he pushed off to the left-hand side of the upright, so no points there. We remain all locked up, 7 apiece, 21 gone. In a frenetic but entertaining first half here, the second round America's Rugby Championship match coming to you from Bahia Blanca, the gateway to Patagonia. It is in Buenos Aires State, but it's the southernmost city in Buenos Aires State. And that's going to get the rap, the referee. And there may be serious issues here.
Back, please.
I think he's going to get him from not using arms and a late tackle. He could be in trouble here.
Come on in. Time's off.
The injured player was Domingo Monti. Take a look here.
On the late challenge of the ticker?
Yes, late charge.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, late charge there, number 1.
Out of control.
Matteo
Contact
Sanguinetti.
on his body.
Yeah.
Any recommendation?
It's yellow.
Yellow. Thank you.
There you heard it.
Captain, 1.
Yes, sir.
Captain, it's a late charge on a kicker. After he's kicked the ball is away. This man didn't control his body. Must be more careful.
There you have it. Yellow card. Number 1, Matteo Sanguinetti goes to the bench for 10. Fair call that too. The ball was pretty well clear.
Mark there.
You saw the number 3 from Uruguay get out of the road. Sanguinetti kept going. Consequently, the yellow card.
Time is on.
It's going to be costly. You don't want to give this Argentinian side any advantage, especially numerically with their ball skills.
And you saw where the kick was taken from. The original kick took place about 10, 15 meters behind that, but because it was against the player who kicked the ball, the penalty came forward to where the ball alighted on the ground. That's why he got an extra 20 meters there. And now they find themselves right on the 5-meter line. Another line out. Well taken. Inside ball. Crashing through was the number 1, Ferronato. Did he get there? No. He got the wall set up. And there we go. Turnover ball. Great defense there from Uruguay. I love that line-out play, but he didn't quite find the seam that he wanted just to punch through for the try. Uruguay's defense was sound. They'll have the scrum feed.
Great defense. Again, for the second time in this game, they've been able to hold up a high ball carry and be able to turn over the ball.
Right now, because the player, Sanguinetti, the loose head prop, is in the sin bin right now, we are going to have a front row sub come in for the scrum. That means one of the loose forwards is going to have to go off the field and sit down while we bring another front rower in. Must be able to have a complete front row for safety, and that is why a replacement front rower is coming in, and one of the loose forwards will have to sit down. And that loose forward will be number 7, Gonzalo Soto.
Be interesting to see if they're going to pull it back into the scrum. This is definitely, if you're a good scrummaging side, you're going to look for the pushover if you can.
Yeah, and there he goes. The inside center, Juan de Freitas, has just gone onto the side of the scrum. They don't want to give the Argentinian pack an opportunity to drive this over, so they do have an 8-man scrum here. Good work at the back there from Nieto. But that's a try. They got the steal, and they just banged it over. That's going to be the second try of the game to Argentina. They lead 12 points to 7. And once again, that man, Sebastian Cancellieri, he's got the brace.
So far, all 3 tries in the game scored by the number 9s. Be interesting to see what happens here. Looks like it's a little bit messy at the back. Oh, just pilfers it.
Just a clean strip off Nieto. Strong player at the back of the scrum too, Alejandro Nieto, but he just had his pocket picked. Cancellieri, try time.
Great try.
While we have a minute here, guys.
Already kicked 1 conversion. Missed a penalty kick earlier on. Pretty straightforward conversion attempt, this one.
No.
And no. Put the marker on him. Like, put the commentator's curse on him. That will remain 12 points to 7 Argentina Uruguay. Coming up on 25 minutes gone in this first half. With the man in the bin, already Argentina's got 5 points on the ledger.
Pretty evenly contested so far. But Argentina's had all of the field possession.
Back underway, Albanel with the high kick right on the 40-meter line. Well taken there by number 5, Ignacio Largo.
That's fine. Ball was up.
Now they hit it up off the edge. No, not held there, so he's able to let the ball go, quickly pick it up and go again. Good 10 meters there. Now we go a little wider. That's the number 10, Miotti. There we go. Good continuity, just short passes between the players.
Forward off the head. Off the head.
All right, we heard that. It didn't come off the hand, so it's just play on here. Off the head. That ball's out, but he's going to get in for coming in off the side.
5.
And he goes again. And he keeps going. Good outside pass. Too much pace there. Oh, that's going to be knocked on there. Great work on the outside by Julian Dominguez. Tried to give the ball inside to Batista Delgui, the fullback, but the ball went to ground.
Time
We're
is
going to
off.
have a knock-on with
The
the
knock
scrum
on there. The
set.
scrum blue.
Again,
Time is
here's
off.
just the final play. That was Cancellieri coming up. Good strong carry down the outside. That was Tassolet. Just that last pass again.
Keep your bind, my elbow up, and then I can work with him. Okay.
That's right, that was Segundo Tucale who tried to get that ball inside. Julian Dominguez was lingering in the background there, just waiting for opportunities.
Oh, full change, or you want to check him?
We didn't take.
Okay.
Got
Sir?
a little bit of confusion here.
Yeah.
Looks like he's coming off. They're just going to check him for a bit of a head knock
please
here.
check with the team to make sure. Okay.
Kurt Weaver wants to be sure, is it just a, are they going to put him through the concussion protocol?
Thank you.
Or whether or not it's a full
Go ahead and send him on. About 10.
That looked like the winger Francesco
You're
Bricchesi
here,
who came
then
off.
you drop back. Listen, when you drop back, I have to penalize you. Understand?
That would probably mean
Lost forward by
Ignacio
Argentina.
Garcia has come into the game for Uruguay. We'll confirm that in just a moment. Let's get back to live action. Scrum down. Uruguay ball. And we've confirmed that Bricchesi, he's exited the field, and Ignacio Garcia takes his place on the wing. That's a better scrum. Argentina gets the drive, gets him out of position. They will win the reward of the penalty.
Great work. Ferranato and Medrano in that front row. Coaches talked about how good of players these are. Medrano is one of the most promising tight heads in the country. They're showing that great front row effort.
Once again going for touch, and once again they'll start on the 5-meter line of Uruguay. I mean, it goes without saying just the history and tradition of the scrum, particularly in Argentina, but also Uruguay. They take that same approach to the scrum. You saw the ball go up. Good throw in. We'll get back to the scrum in a minute, because right now we have a rolling maul being set, and they're in good driving position. Well defended there. They stopped the initial, but it's still being controlled. The ball goes to ground. Cancellara. And that's the try. Cancellara had to dig for it, but he got it to his number 10 partner, Domingo Miotti. And that's a try to Argentina off a very good line-out ball. They seem to be getting their set phases in order now, Argentina, and they extend their lead 17 points to 7. Kick to come.
Yeah, we'll see here. This is just the end of the play. Miotti steps up in the line. Bunch of forwards there. He says, no, I'll take the ball. Nice step off the left foot. Too easy from the man. See from the other angle here. But again, how about the patience at the line out? Excellent maul from this Argentinian side.
No, that's right. We talked about it earlier on that quick tap penalty that was Cancellaria's first try. You love to be a back. Quick, sharp, nippy, good sidestep either way. And when you're up against big forwards near the try line, you can get that seam. Try time.
See if he can convert his own conversion here. His own try.
Just 20 years of age. This is his first tournament in Argentinian colors. Uncapped with the national team. Lays it up. That's going to be out wide to the right side of the upright, so no change in the scores. We are coming up to the 30-minute mark here. Round 2, the America's Rugby Championship. Just one final look here. Good ball out. He had to dig for that, Cancellara, but they got it wide. Able to find the seam. Miotti with the try. We talked earlier, James, about not really being in rhythm for that first 10 or 15 minutes of the game. It seems now that Argentina are settling in to a definitive pattern of play.
And that's some of the youth coming through, but I think once they slow down, build some more pressure, the holes will definitely open up in this defensive line.
And I think that was the key. They're going at 1,000,000 miles an hour. You can't do that for 80 minutes. So we see the kickoff go up. Well controlled there. Pedro Ortega once again.
Outside.
Outside the 22. Need to keep it in field. And that's a good kick. Down into the deep in the Uruguay territory. Rodriguez Silva with the up and under back. Well taken there. That's popped back to the hooker. Brandy. Marcello Brandy.
Penalty advantage.
You got a penalty advantage being played for the high tackle. Now it comes out. Nice ball off the ground. That was a beauty. Not held, so he could play on. They're really willing to chance their arm here with these passes. Good ball into the gap. Beautiful running line there. That was Tukale. A little inside ball. Good covering from the halfback Arada. Cleans it up. Finds touch. But that was a sparkling piece of play there from the Argentinians. And it was only good cleaning up there, actually, by Nicolas Freitas, the winger from the far side. He was able to clear the ball and end the threat to the try. Beautiful chip through.
Front row.
Great
reverse.
kick there. It's Cancellari hanging out again. Opportunistic player, but how about their ability to free the ball in the tackle?
Captain.
That's down deep. Yeah, it didn't really look too straight, but we're going to play on there. Big bustling run there by the number 4, Pedro Ortega. Big dummy. Defense is good. Will not get the try there. Now the forwards take charge. And once again, held up off the ground. Wasn't able to get the ball down, so we're going to see another scrum packed at the 5-meter mark.
White, scrum blue.
Scrum blue. Well done, Los Toros, once again on the defense.
Cancellari saw a little bit of a sliver of hole, but it closed very quickly on him. Able to hold them up again.
Understand what the last one
If
was?
you're this Uruguayan side, you've got to want to be playing down the other end of the field. Interesting to see the short kickoff as well.
And they may do well to try to just force the play a little deeper off these restarts and just get the Argentinians just playing to the sidelines a little more. Because right now it's all, I mean, the statistics right now as we get to the 32-minute mark, the possession and territory must be 70-30
Just down.
to Argentina. We saw that scrum go to ground.
Both sides.
Nothing untoward, so
Our
we will
feet
have a
are too far back.
re-scrum.
Okay, move them up. Foot up, foot up.
Trying to keep the gaps pretty narrow.
Crouch.
Good binds.
Bind. Set.
Good shunt from Argentina.
Nope, it's driven around. Blue scrum.
And that's one of those relatively new law changes. In the past, if you wheeled the scrum 90, you would get the advantage, and the scrum feed would transfer. That was dropped about a year ago, so
Make sure
Uruguay
straight,
will
not
retain possession
Straight.
there because it just shifted off its axis. So
Crouch.
the scrum half, Santiago Arata, the try scorer for Uruguay, will have the scrum feed. It's a good shunt though from Argentina, and now going in early drive, free kick. They go with the quick tap through their skip in the air though.
Advantage, not 10. Free kick advantage.
Free kick advantage. Won't be a full penalty.
Pass forward there. Not
Ball
10.
went forward in the transfers, so we're going to come back for the free kick
Still a free
advantage. It's a short arm. Can't go directly to
still
touch.
free
It
kick.
will be a turnover.
kick. What's it?
Now they can opt to go just deep, and that's what they do. Send it into touch. It will be turnover ball. The throw will go to Argentina in this situation, but it does relieve a lot of pressure.
Absolutely. That's the first time they've gotten out of their own half apart from kickoffs, probably in the last 15 minutes.
Cinco.
Should be about the last set phase before the player comes back in. Now it goes out. It's number 12, Capiello. Now they switch play. Big hole on the short side. Now they can run into it. This is the fullback. Delgui's tackled there. Good tackle. Try saver. Now it pops out to Brandy. Brandy, the hooker, through the tackle, and that's going to be try time, Argentina. Great short side shift to play. They found the hooker, Marcelo Brandy, his first try of the match. Argentina 22, Uruguay 7, kick to come.
Here it is again, coming down the blind side. There's Delgui. We know he's a good player. Steps in, does well to present the ball quickly. Miotti comes in and plays halfback. Straight hands here, and just sliding through the tackle. Excellent work there by Brandy, but excellent recognition at the beginning to nip back down the blind side, especially when they're on the front foot like that.
Now, it's an excellent switch of play. I think it was Miotti that got the switch going, found Delgui with a lot of space, and once he got into the backfield, it was a great covering tackle from Santiago Arata, the scrum half, that put Delgui to ground. But quick ball, good vision from Miotti, found his hooker, and he was able to charge through for the try. And Argentina now really taking advantage of this 10-minute period, while the prop, Matteo Sanguinetti, was in the sin bin. He should be back onto the field now, and they'll be back at full strength after this kickoff. That's a little better kick. Right over the black dot in the middle. Conversion good. 24 points to 7. Argentina extend their lead over Uruguay. Got about 3 minutes to go. in the first half of this America's Rugby Championship. Take one final look at the try. Just got through the tackle there, the skipper, Alejandro Nieto, and once he broke that tackle, it's all over. Try time. Albinelli kicks off. Goes a little deeper this time. Taken there by number 11, Julian Dominguez. Once again, they got the backs up, really threatening the edges of the ruck right now for the big forwards from Uruguay. Then they go one player wide to the forwards. It's a very effective game plan right now. Nice ball. Taken back in, so this ball should stay in the field of play, and it does. Nicolas Freitas takes it up, finds his fullback, Rodrigo Silva. A little high there.
Penalty advantage, high.
Deep passing lines there. They're trying to find some holes. Good ball out there from De Freitas to his partner, Cat, in the centers. Inside ball. Need to keep possession here.
2, roll.
Hirata comes out. Albinelli. That's the captain. Nieto finds support. And that's Cat, the outside center. Needs to be strong here. Let his support get there. And he's not going to be able to do it. Great positioning off the ball from the Argentinian outside center. It looked like that was Santiago Alvarez out wide. Got body position. Was able to tie the ball up. And right now, Kurt Weaver says that's going to do it for the first half. We go to the break here. Argentina with a commanding lead at halftime over Uruguay. We're going to step aside for a quick break. 24 points to 7. And we will be back with the halftime highlights in just a few minutes. Cloud cover now drifting in off the ocean. The port town of Bahia Blanca, southernmost town, Buenos Aires Provincia. And we're back underway. Nice take there. That was Larragay, number 4, the lock. And a chip through there. Finds Rodrigo Silva, the fullback, takes it up. Good run there. That tackle was on the shoulders. It was okay. Play on there. Chip through there from Hirata. And that one is in front. Delgay shows the ball.
For release! That's fine.
Wants Ignacio Dotti to release. Now he has.
Advantage
Now he's
lost forward
offside.
by White.
Into touch. We're going to come back for the advantage on the offside,
Lost
on the
White.
knock-on.
Scrum blue.
So we're going to have a scrum down. First scrum of the second half to Uruguay. My name is Ray Veers. I'm here in the commentary booth with former Highlanders and USA Eagle fullback James Patterson. And James,
We'll put it together.
kind of an underwhelming start to the second half. Teams are had a little bit of a delay getting underway here, but we're now back into it.
This is really the best field position Uruguay's had this entire game. So let's see how they can capitalize off the solid platform they have.
Well, they got off to a pretty good end. Well, the end of the first half was very positive for them. It was really some of their best go-forward ball of the whole game. Let's see if they can pick it up here right after the break, do something constructive. Balls into the scrum. Certainly moving off the edge. Difficult ball there from Nieto to control. Can't do it. Now it's popped out. Good ball there. There's Cancelliera. Just chips through. He's going to get penalized for that. He took the player out. Held him when he was trying to go. Little push there. Fair call. That was on the halfback Santiago Hirata. Penalty to Uruguay. And we were talking during the break, James, how, the big player, Sebastian Cancelliera, reminded us just a little bit of a great player who passed during the last week. The wonderful Joost van der Westhuizen lost his battle to motor neuron disease. And we got to give a tip of the cap to Joost van der Westhuizen, really one of the great players of all time.
Absolutely. Great mentor. Cancelliere is a tall player, Similar resemblance, and he has that attacking flair that used to have.
Yeah, East van der Westhuizen, over 80 caps for South Africa, was integral in their rise.
Captain.
International rugby all throughout the 90s into the 2000s. Very sad day for rugby when he passed last week. Back to live action.
Outside.
Good ball there. Little pop off the edge. Nice ball there. That's into Freitas coming up off the wing. Off the edge. Driving through there. Sanguinetti's back on the field. Strong run. Off the fringe. This is where Uruguay is actually quite strong, is off the fringes. They like to bang it up this way.
Roll.
The one thing is they're being defended by a side that's very good at it as well. Rodrigo Silva tries to cut it back inside. Arata just cleans up there. Makes sure that the ball's available to his forwards.
Ball is there. Ball is there.
There's another run there. That's the big fella, Juan Echevarria. Soto. Not much giving there. They try to get the maul going in this situation. The spin out of it. No, the ball's gone to ground. That's a good ball. That's out to the winger, Freitas. And inside ball. And that's popped up to Juan de Freitas.
Oh, great patience. That's what we talked about, building phases. They actually went back about 10 meters before they went forwards.
Now, good patient play there. And yes, they've picked up right where they left off at half time. Good end of the game, end of the first half. And there we see it just popped out. Nice seam out there. Good ball off the ground. Absolutely legal. Finds his inside center, Juan de Freitas, for the try.
Here we go again. It's Nicholas Freitas. We know he's in that Super Rugby side. He's a good player, good vision to pop the ball up. How about how significant it is that Uruguay is represented in this Jaguars side in the Super Rugby competition this year?
No, I think it's a great thing for rugby in that whole area, because if you have a look at the way rugby is structured in South America, it's amateur all the way up to that Jaguars Super Rugby level. So these guys are looking for opportunities. Take a look here at Germain Albanel lining up the kick. Will it stay? No, it drifts off to the left. So the score remains 24 points to 12. A little over 5 minutes gone in the second half here. But as we were talking about Super Rugby, well, you've played in it. You know the experience of playing Super Rugby in the Southern Hemisphere. This is a boon for a team like the Jaguars.
Absolutely. And for all those other players in Uruguay, it's great to see a role model and a pathway to a professional attempt at the sport.
Short kick there. Up for the ball. Nearly got it there. Kept it in field well. Play on. Ball went back to Arata. He kicks for touch from his 22. And that will advance play to about the 40-meter line. Not quite to the 40-meter line. In Argentina territory, Argentina will have the throw. Yeah, the bulk of the professional players from Argentina are all plying their trade in Europe. And that's why we don't see too many test players in this competition. But the Jaguars, they're going to kick off the Super Rugby season in approximately 2 weeks. Good luck to them moving forward. Good line out take. And now they've switched through. And that's that man, Brandy, the hooker. It's proving to be a pretty tough customer in the open field. Now it comes out, stays with the forwards. They drive through.
7 blue offside.
7 blue offside. We've got the advantage. They can have a look at it. Nice ball. Pops it out.
6 roll.
Another dummy there. He is like an extra loose forward there, Cancelliara. Gives the ball off to Ignacio Larragay. We're going to come back for that penalty. Going to come across here. No advantage there, so we're going to come across. Just wants to check the mark of that earlier penalty for 7. Gonzalo Soto on the side of the ruck. Offside.
Uruguay a little bit guilty there because they like to get set on the open side for that line speed. They're leaving the blind side open. This Argentinian side's exploited it a couple times in this game, and great to see interlinking play. A few forwards out there throwing the ball around to each other.
No, it's that little short pop pass, that little, just a little push pass to the teammate running into the seams. Really effective to keep things moving forward and to keep continuity going forward. And once again, Miotti, laser with the throw. There we got the ball coming through, and there you like it. Just as easy as that. Down the back of the line out, great ball through. And that would be a hat trick to the scrum half, Sebastian Cancellari. 29-12, that was well worked.
Excellent throw by Brandy to hit the back of the line out. Similar play in the first half. They dropped it into a forward. You'll see here the ball goes past the forward, straight into Cancelliare's hands, and what an opportunist this man is. 3 tries already today.
Now that was perfect execution. And that type of play has the mark of Dr. Philippe Contempomi, the coach's work, written all over it. Had you playing for clubs like Bristol, Leinster, Toulon, Stade France, and getting your doctor's degree. Conversion is good to Miotti, and just a stellar career. 87 caps for Argentina. These young lads are in very good stead with a coach like Philippe Contempomi in charge.
It's great to see all these old players stamping their mark on the coaching game. Great example in New Zealand, Tony Brown. But as we look at the try again, great work. Excellent throw to hit the back.
And that's tricky. You're up there, you've caught the ball, you bring it back down. Perfect timing to his halfback in for the try. Uruguay go deep on the restart. Ball is out of the 22, so they're going to have to bang it up a little bit here. Ball's back.
Stay white.
Now they can kick down.
Thank you.
That's going to stay in the field of play, and Rodrigo Silva, the fullback, fields it, gives it to his replacement. That was Garcia filling in on the wing. Inside ball to the hooker, Martin Espiga. We're going to have a penalty here.
Ruck is formed.
Hands in.
Hands are in.
Number 5, Ignacio Larragay, guilty of the hands in the ruck. Once that ruck is formed, the hands got to stay out. I tell you what, though, James, I've been pretty impressed with Larragay. He's been very busy. Good work rate for a big man. And he's certainly in one of his, this is only his second game with the national group.
He's definitely a big target. He's over 2 meters. He's probably the largest man on the field. He's been in the mess a whole bunch today. He's not afraid to get right in there, and he's great with the ball in hand. Very rangy.
Something like one of those lads from New Zealand used to be, or actually is right now. Brody Retallick. Oh, my goodness.
We're outside the 15. Use it!
No maul is set there, so they're going to have to play it. Good transfer there to the hooker, Espiga. He's been very busy this afternoon in the second half. Offside.
Offside. There. Back here.
Now they go quickly. Not really 10 meters there. They're getting close to the try line. That's going to be a penalty. He was held in the tackle. He kept crawling on the ground. That's going to be a penalty. You saw it there from Kurt Weaver. The roll forward. Got to be a little more patient. Got to be a little more disciplined. The penalty goes to Argentina.
Unlucky there. Uruguay had numbers to burn on the left-hand side. Again, it's crucial. They need to come away with points. Deficit of 31 points to 12. Still anyone's game.
Well, certainly they've lifted their game. The halftime break came in at an opportune time for Uruguay.
Wait.
We do have a blood situation here, so we're going to take a look and see how he's going. Going to have to make a replacement here for sure.
Wait. Go ahead.
Coming onto the field there, Santiago Montaña. 21-year-old, he's number 8. Looks like right now Thomas De La Vega is the player that's down injured.
Wait.
So another sub here. Zapata looks like he's come on.
Looks like they're trying to make a few more changes.
Changes they did last year. Interesting fact, they used 47 players last year during the ARC.
Are we okay?
They're wanting to blood in as many young players, give them a chance, experience to compete at the top level.
Step for me.
And it's really paying dividends. You see how so much over the last, really since 2007, that World Cup breakout performance where Argentina finished third. They're just going from strength to strength, and they're keeping this pipeline of talent going. Nice chip kick there through. That's the replacement. Latura Bazan-Velez is on now at halfback. Cancellara, his day is done. 3 tries, pretty good day at the office.
Not a bad substitute coming on as well.
Time's off.
Bazan-Velez, as we see, just both competing for the ball. A little unlucky there.
Number 14 Uruguay make contact with the head in the air, and the player lands in the side. Let me see a look up.
Contact with the player. Going for the ball or just playing the player in the air?
He's playing the man in the air and make contact with the head in the air.
Contact with the head
Yes.
in the air. 14.
Pretty tough call, that one. We're going to have a yellow card here. It looked like both players were just contesting the ball in the air.
Captain,
Looks like number 14, Nicholas Freitas, is going to
contact
earn
the player in the
10
air,
minutes.
not the ball at all. Must go off for 10 minutes.
I was watching the game.
That's a very tough call for him. His eyes were firmly fixed on the ball. Looked like good technique. Perhaps a little hard done by there. And he'll spend 10 minutes in the bin. Understandably frustrated.
So for the second time in this game, Uruguay's going to play with the man down. We take a look there at Thomas Granella. He's come onto the field to replace Domingo Miotti as well. So the halves, both have been replaced right now for this Argentinian 15. Both players, Miotti and Cancellara, with good afternoon's worth of work. Now he come out.
It's okay.
Little ball popped out. That's the winger on the far side. Replacement, Ignacio Garcia.
We're inside.
Bang it up there. That looked like the replacement, Felipe Inciate on for Uruguay. Ball still in play. They keep it going. That's number 14, Tukale. Proving to be pretty hard to bring down. And that's the fullback up, close to the line. Ferranato just does what he does. Bangs it up. Another good run there. That's the other lock.
Play on.
Ortega. Scrum down.
First off, Uruguay.
Knock-ons both ways there. First one by Uruguay,
Argentina,
so we're going to
4.
have a scrum down to Argentina.
4.
So we got replacements coming in quite a bit now. Axel Zapata, the hooker, is now on. He's replaced Marcelo Brandy.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Looks like most of the bench is now clearing for Argentina. You give everybody at least solid 20 minutes of footy. And that is number 19, Franco Molina. Just 19 years of age coming out here in this competition.
It's great to see.
Time on.
Speak about young talent and players. This Argentinian program has quite the pipeline with the bronze last year at the U20 World Championship.
Fine.
Molina yells for the Jockey Club of Cordoba. Cordoba, a great center for rugby. Hosted many internationals. They come away with the ball. This is number 12, Capiello. They stay down the short side. Montagne. Now it pops out. This is the hooker, Zapata. Once again, little show there. Good inside ball. That's to the big man, Julian Dominguez. Well tackled, though. They stay on the short side. Out wide, they have numbers. They're going to race it into the corner. That's the replacement, number 8, Santiago Montagne with the try. They persevered down the short side, James, and they got just reward for it.
Absolutely. Silky skills. What a great cutout pass. Attacking the ball to the line. But again, how about the interplay? Those extra passes, getting in behind the defense. You see On the highlights here, ball goes straight to hand and a great cutout pass. Unmarked on the outside. Very hard defensively for them to get organised. They're on the back foot the whole time, this Uruguayan side.
They are playing with a back short with Freitas in the sin bin. So now it's pretty straightforward work there. And you have a look at this whole group of replacements that have come on the field. The oldest bloke is 22. This pipeline of players that Argentina is developing through their sevens, through their under 20s, really impressive. And I think there were some rumors floating around that this may be a far better Argentinian side than last year's group. We take a look there at the conversion, pushed out to the right-hand side. So no addition to the score, 36 points to 12. Argentina 15 lead Uruguay. And but as we were saying, it's just really impressive the opportunities that they're giving these young men in Argentina. They're all locally based players. They're doing very, very well this afternoon.
Gracias.
It's great to see, especially when you see this kind of a skill level, because what the skill level allows you to do is play very, very flat.
Deep kickoff there from Albinel. And they send it straight back down the field. And that's going to be a line out. Still got 25 minutes to go in this game almost. 24. 36 points to 12. Round 2 of the America's Rugby Championship. Continuing coverage of the America's Rugby Championship on ESPN. Coming up a bit later, the USA take on Brazil. Brazil getting a big win last week over Chile. And they're going to take on the United States of America from Austin, Texas.
No effect.
Argentina, bang it up. That's what we would call back home in my youth a hospital pass. But Argentina have been able to retain possession. That's lost forward, so the replacement hooker, Facundo Gatas, took advantage of that. Rodriguez Silva up close from the fullback position. That's the replacement, number 21, Guillermo Littstein, at the halfback position for Uruguay. Albinel goes wide, doesn't find anybody. Now it pops up for 23, Ignacio Garcia on the far wing. That's going to be lost forward.
Advantage Argentina.
Argentina's got the advantage and possession. And now they've got players popping the ball amongst themselves.
18.
Now they can go a little wider. Good gap in the middle. That's the outside center. Santiago Alvarez with the try. Broke the initial line of defense. Not too much coming across. He was able to break a second tackle, and that's try time. And that's going to really blow out this score. 41 points to 12. The Argentinian 15s, they've just been too fast and too direct this afternoon for a game Uruguay.
Again, very, very flat ball. And you'll watch him here. He uses the ball as a wand, opening up the hole, stepping through the gap, looking for support, didn't need him, stepped hard off the right foot, straight under the post. He's threatened all game long and just reward. But coming in, again, off of the ruck, all of these backs, whether it's Delgado, whether it's Alvarez, they want to come up and get the ball in their hands.
Well, you raised a very interesting point a little while ago, and it may seem counterintuitive as we take a look here at the replacement. Converts the kick. Laturo Bazan Velez. But we were talking a little bit before, as I get back to my train of thought, about how if you're going to attack the line with good skills, you've got to be flat. And it's not an easy skill to be able to do. But if you get good at it, it's very difficult to defend against. And these young Argentinians are showing that they've got the skills to do it.
Absolutely.
That'll be a scrum. Unintentional offside. The ball is popped onto the player supporting him. Went forward into the player, so it's going to be a scrum down. We have the replacement. Fernando Luna is now on for Argentina. He has replaced Segundo Tukale on the wing.
Some space.
So yes, the bench is just about cleared.
Tukale's played well in this game. He had that sole appearance last year in Super Rugby. Played 13 for the Jaguars. And also a member of the 7 side. So again, these outside backs. It's uncharacteristic in the past to see dangerous, elusive outside backs out of Argentina, but a product of their new method of play.
And they go quickly off the short arm penalty for his early scrum engage. And that's the replacement, number 20, Manuel Diana, plays number 8.
Advantage, not 10 meters. Let it go.
A little untidy. That's good ball. Ran onto that hard at De Freitas. Try scorer of the second half. Has a look at going short side, but we're going to come back for the advantage. Not 10 meters from the free kick, so they are going to have the
back from him.
The tap here, but they're going to have to keep ball in play so that they keep going forward.
Not 10 for a free kick. We're moving. No. We're moving to a penalty.
Oh, there we go. That's the second time they've had the same infraction.
Back 10 for me, yes.
The law states that once you've done that a couple of times, it changes from no longer being a free kick 10 meters up, it changes to the full penalty status. And that's why they were able to kick to touch, and they will have the line-out throw.
Odds on what's going to happen from this line-out?
Catch and drive.
Time is off. Time is off. 3 white. Sub. 3 white.
So Santiago Medrano has been relieved of his duty. The young 20-year-old tight head prop had a very good game today. And that's number 18, Alejo Brem comes on.
Time is on.
Powerful performance there from the starting Argentinian pack.
Outside the 15.
Well caught there, Gonzalo Soto. Now they've got the ball up, they've got the drive going, they're going to keep the angles good. Pretty good defensive set there. The ball's gone down the ground. Pick and drive off the edge. That was the replacement prop, Benitez.
Back, white.
That's Gatas, the hooker. Got to drive here in pairs. Can't get isolated. That roll could get him into trouble. No, the ball's come back. He's offside.
Offside.
A little cynical there, getting close to a pocket.
One more in the lineup.
It was 7 and 7.
No, 6 and 7.
You had 7.
Kurt Weaver making sure of his arithmetic. 7 in the lineout.
Hands down, behind.
Argentina lining up on the try line. Little quick tap.
Very
Rodriguez
sneaky.
Silva, is he on the try line? Yes, he is. Held up first.
He was knocked over, held up, scrum.
Interesting call there. It looked like momentum had pushed him over the line and was able to place the ball, but how about the trickery? The magician comes up to kick to the sideline, tries to sneak one in behind him.
Good option there. I mean, there was nothing really on there. The only problem, I thought he was going to get penalized for not releasing. But he is very clear from Kurt Weaver. Held up before the try, before the surge took place. So that's why Uruguay will have the scrum feed 5 meters out from Argentina.
Time on.
We're counting down here, about 15 minutes to go. Argentina 43, Uruguay 12.
Crouch.
Ayala's on right now. Number 19 in the second row. He replaces Ignacio Dotti.
Great scrum.
Devastating scrum.
Play through it. Penalty advantage.
The crowd loves that. And we're going to get a penalty advantage for a high tackle. Pat yourselves on the back, forwards. That was your penalty. First tight end of the game, and that was all power.
Classic Argentinian play there. Very well done.
And that was all the replacements. And speaking of replacements, haven't the Argentinians... that kick doesn't find touch. We'll come back to that in a minute. Uruguay go wide with it. Not going anywhere forward. That's gone forward, so we're going to come back for a scrum. Argentina will have the scrum feed.
Scrum white.
And what a tackle out wide. Snuffed it out.
Stay here for me.
And James, these replacements have come on and made a difference.
They've definitely lifted and starting to separate themselves in this game. Great field position here. Backs lined out very flat. Let's see what happens from the scrum.
Bind. Set.
Control.
On the far side, he's angled in pretty much. Both front rows have gone down though, so we're going to re-scrum this one.
Have it again. Straight down.
As the replacement prop Eduardo Dello packing in on the loose head side of the scrum. His angles weren't good there. The whole front row collapsed down, so we're going to re-scrum here.
Bind. Set.
Got a wheel there, but it was able to be taken out. Now it comes out. It's going to have the scrum down though. I thought the replacement number 8, Santiago Montaña, did well at the back of that scrum. It was going away from him, but he was able to pick that ball up and get it out. With a little knock on there, we're trying to open up the center of the field. Sees Uruguay get the scrum feed.
A little messy on the back play there. Little loop play, tried to get through the hole and pop the pass, but well defended by Uruguay. Very important when players are dancing and doing loops in front of you. They keep taking away their time and space.
Same thing, up on his back, not down. Up.
Pretty much the benches have been emptied. Make sure all of the replacements get a run this evening. Valuable experience for all these young players on the field here today.
Set.
Guillermo Littenstein with the feed. That's gone down, but it's playable, so they'll play on. Goes wide. There's a good ball in the seam.
Backward play
Loose
on.
pass, so it's play on. Now Argentina takes it away. Montaña. And this is the replacement, number 19, Franco Molina, the 19-year-old. Cranks it up. Now it goes a little wider.
It was okay.
Good deep ball. And now it's out wide. Big run there. Oh, just don't argue with me. I'm going through. Julian Dominguez gets it back. Good tackle there. Benitez with the tackle, but now he steps through. 21. Bazan Velez, the replacement scrum half, keeps it going. Plays it back. Falling off the tackles a little bit, Uruguay. They're going to have to be careful here because they're playing with pace. Now it comes out. Will the big man get there? No. Gives the pass out. Fernando Luna in the corner. But what great work there. Number 19. He is only 19. Franco Molina. Great hand skills for a big man. Pops it to Luna. His first try of the game. 48-12. Kick to come. And that was pressure.
Pure class here. Falling off tackles a bit, Uruguay. Able to move the ball. Slick handling. Holding up the player.
Thank you.
Unselfish there. Dotting down in the corner. But interesting to see these outside backs from this Argentinian side. They come in and they want to be first receiver. They're hungry, want to get the ball in their hands as many times as possible.
The big man, a little flick out the back there. Oh, yeah, do it all the time. Have a look at me for the sevens, he's saying. No, it is impressive. And you got to say that some of the size of the outside backs from Argentina, they're big lads. They're all up around 6'4", 6'1". Take a look there. Nice conversion right over the middle there. Extends the lead. That's the half century up for Argentina. 50 points to 12. We still have 10 minutes to go in this game. And Uruguay, they started out having some problems, but they got the first try on the game. Take a final look there. A little out the back pass. Luna on the wing. Won't score an easier try than that one. Uruguay have shown some spirit here this afternoon, but right now they're being outclassed by a younger, faster team.
Release!
Tackled there.
Thank you.
Now they go down the short side again. That ball was lost forward before the kick through, so we're going to take it back there. The scrum will go down to Uruguay. And they're going to be able to plan the next scrum and catch their breath for a moment.
Scrum blue.
They are playing very, very quickly. There's some tired bodies out in that field. Again, Argentina showing why they've never lost at this tournament. As close as they got last year was that 35 all draw against the United States. Set to be a great matchup here later in this competition.
Well, that's right. You take a look at this Argentinian 15. They had the horror weekend with the weather up in Canada last weekend, but they do play the United States down south in Argentina. And that could be a big advantage for that team because they're looking like they're going to be ready for that action. Just a final look there at that knock-on. Come back here, and they're dealing with the injured player from Uruguay before the scrum. As we have a look here, we got 2 interesting games coming up tonight.
We need the stretcher.
Chile really need, that's not a good word.
We need the stretcher.
That's always a disappointing thing.
So
going to have a little bit of a break here while we get the stretcher onto the field. We'll try and identify the player who's injured. But as we were talking about the way this competition is shaping up, Brazil got the big win over Chile. First time they've won in a major competition against Chile. They play the United States. The United States really has to get the win right now
Diego
to keep
what he
pace
has on
with
his
this
watch.
Argentinian side.
You asked Diego.
Especially after last week. Last week they left a few tries off the board. Perhaps a little impatience, but you can see that the United States side is building.
Diego.
They'd really want to put a stamp on tonight's game and show some of that attacking flair.
That would be where they'd be going. They're playing in Austin, Texas. That game will be coming up very shortly. And then, of course, Canada, they lost to Argentina last weekend. They've got Chile tonight, where it's going to be very chilly up in Canada. So you've got to think Canada's got to be good for that game.
Absolutely. Weather, though, when it gets that bad, tends to be a bit of an equalizer. Coached very well by Anscombe. He's doing good things with the Canadian program since he's been up there. Here's his final play, just seeing who got injured here.
It looked like one of his own players. That's number 18, young Felipe Ciate. He made the tackle, but the player just went right over the top of him. Looks like he jammed his leg into his left knee there, and that looks to be the problem. Doesn't look a happy camper. That may be a pretty serious injury. Let's hope not.
Do we have enough guys?
They will probably have to bring one of the front rowers on from who got replaced.
It was right. That one.
Was it?
He was in the line. You see it.
So he got originally pushed up, then pushed again. So I called the first one where it's held. Pushed again, yes, maybe.
Nice round of applause for the injured player. Let's hope it's not too serious. Because it's a front row injury, they can bring one of the tactical replacement one of the players who came off the field. They can bring him back onto the field. Rather than going with uncontested scrums, they could bring a skilled front rower onto the field.
Here it is again. He just gets his knee wrapped up. Ooh, a little bit nasty there.
Crouch. Bind. Set. No more drive. No more drive. Use it.
There you heard it. Use it. They were able to get a good drive going there. Now it comes out. Just loose carry there.
Forward off blue.
Got lost.
Scrum advantage.
We have the advantage going, but Argentina, good defense there.
Release!
There's number 6, Romanini.
Advantage is over.
And there we go, advantage off. Now it's up to Argentina to keep possession.
Tackle release.
The two replacement locks work together. Deep alignment. Oh, that's poor pass there from 23, Fernando Luna. Had to go back and retrieve it, but they do so.
It's Dominguez again. He loves contact. Great carry.
Oh, Dominguez.
Blue.
They will be calling him up for the internationals pretty soon by the look of his performance this afternoon. Big, powerful winger. Now it comes back. That's a good ball. That's a good step. Molina finds his support players. Now it's inside. Goes out to number 12, Juan Capiello. But I think we've got a forward pass. Certainly blew that one up quickly.
I think he called the pass on Molina here.
Yeah.
Good support from the inside. Looks like it drifted just a little bit forward, but Molina attacking the line. We talked about his ball skills, the young man, for being as big as he is. Stepping through the tackle, and yes.
Yeah,
always hard with that angle as well.
There's good inside support there from Thomas Granella, who's in there playing fly half right now for Domingo Mioto. Thomas Granella. It was definitely a forward pass, so we're going to come back for the scrum. We count down to the last 5 minutes of this match.
Fine. Set.
Lichtenstein put into the scrum. Good scrum there from Uruguay. Looks like Rodriguez Silva's gone up into the chief playmaker role in number 10.
Low.
Once again, good run there. That was De Freitas. And that ball's gone forward. So we're going to have another scrum.
Bust forward.
Things are getting a little sloppy, James, as we wind down this game. Comprehensive victory for the Argentinian 15. Uruguay showed moments, but it was just being able to keep up with the pace of this game that was a little too much for them.
Absolutely. Once this Argentinian side started going forward, playing the game, they picked up the pace, and really the Uruguay side couldn't keep up.
It was interesting because that first couple of minutes, the first 10 or so minutes, they tried to play at that pace without establishing their patterns of play. But once they set up their patterns of play and everything started to click, it's been one-way traffic since.
Set.
Ball goes out. Drifted a little high there. Capiello had his try taken off the board with a forward pass. Good hands there. That's nicely done. And that's the replacement, number 8. He's going to get a pair. Santiago Montagna over under the sticks.
Great strong carry. Took a couple defenders and just kept those legs driving. Was able to get out, score the try. Again, though, we talked about it all day. Look at this flat carry. Through the hands.
Thank you.
Good skills picking it up off the ground. And he's looked very dangerous the whole game.
Now, strong young lad, 21.
What's that?
Product of, once again, that under-20s program. He's done so well over the last couple of years. And he's under the post. And this will be a rather regulation conversion for the try. Fernando Luna puts a couple on the board. And Kurt Weaver's clock has had enough. 55 points to 12. A comprehensive victory for the Argentinian 15. James, how did you enjoy it?
Thank you.
What a game. Pure masterclass. From about 20 minutes in the first half, passes started to go to hand. Depth, and we talked about it all day. Ability to run flat onto the ball with good skills. Separated them and showed them why they're such a good team.
Coach, appreciate it. See you afterwards. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, that's round 2 Our first match of round 2, the America's Rugby Championship. It's in the book from Bahia Blanca. Argentinian 15. They won the game big, 55 points over a game Uruguay side 12. Please stay tuned with ESPN for continuing coverage of the America's Rugby Championship.
Thank you, Captain.
We're going to just stay here for a moment. James, we didn't get a chance to talk about it as we wrap this up. Players of the match?
It's hard to look past the magician, number 9, Cancelliere. He was great. He really dictated and set the tempo in that first half.
Thank you.
No, I got to agree with you. He really did keep things going forward. Very busy off the board. I thought for Uruguay, young Santiago Arata, he's only 20 years old. This is he's already got 10 caps. He's got a great future ahead of him. Got the first try today to Uruguay. I thought he played a very good game. Rodrigo Silva at fullback never gave up. But I tell you what, you really have to say that once they got going, the mobility and strength of this Argentinian pack, you could just about give the lot a player of the match. So that's going to wrap it up for us tonight from Bahia Blanca. Argentina 55, Uruguay 12. Thanks for joining us. For James Patterson and Ray Veers, we'll see you next time.